Hmm. Which team do I want to manage in F1 Manager 2022? Well, the hat might give away that I'm a bit of a Ferrari fan since the Michael Schumacher days, since 1996 basically. And I'm also a Charles Leclerc fan since he was in F2 because his 2 season was quite something. Yeah, I'm here in Codemasters F1 game just to visualize and to talk through each team. Let's start at the back of the grid. I would say Haas. Haas is kind of, I don't know, Haas is kind of a non-team. They have so little personality. They're the only American team, and yet they kind of do nothing with that, I feel like. So, I mean, it is the white Ferrari nowadays. But yeah, I mean, who can replace Günther Steiner, right? That's one argument against Haas. The drivers, I like them. I like Mick. I think everybody likes Mick. K-Mag, Mick and Mag. Yeah, K-Mag is alright. I don't know if he's maybe past his best days nowadays. It's always hard to tell with these backmarker teams. Haas is not really a backmarker this season, but I'm not feeling Haas. I'm not feeling Haas. In general, I think it's cool to go with a back marker, so to speak, and to build them up to something glorious. But not Haas. Not Haas. Let's look at Alfa Romeo. I like Valtteri very much. I always thought that he could have won a title if he wasn't Lewis Hamilton's teammate. But Guan Yu Zhou, yeah, not much to say about him. And also this livery is god awful, just boring. Look at this. They just divided it in half and said, yeah, that's this bit is red and this bit is white. Yeah, not feeling Alpha or Sauber. Williams is a bit of a different story because of the history. I've always liked Williams, even when they drove against Michael. I liked Jacques Villeneuve. He was kind of a rude dude back in the day. And yeah, in the Felipe Massa and Valtteri Bottas times when they were sponsored by Martini, had that cool livery with the Martini stripes down the white car. I've always liked Williams, and as the last family team in the sport, with Claire Williams as the team principal. But nowadays, talking about liveries, there is half a livery. Just look at this, how much black there is, just unpainted carbon fiber. So, I don't know. Alex Albon, I have sympathies for him, definitely. Nicholas Latifi, of course, the greatest of all time, the best driver on the grid, but he hasn't really shown what he can do, I think. Now, Aston Martin could be interesting to get another world title for Vettel, but do I want to have Lawrence Stroll hanging over me and being behind my back and constantly telling me what a bad job I'm doing? Also, Lance, he's not a bad driver, but he's also not an exciting driver. Unlike Yuki and Pierre over here at Toro Rosso. Although Pierre this season, he hasn't been as much up front, which could be due to the car lacking a bit. Yuki is great, but maybe also not the greatest talent. I like AlphaTauri, but it's not really the team I would root for. Let's look at Alpine. I like Fernando very much. He's the kind of character that Formula 1 needs, in my opinion. But this livery... When the Racing Point was all pink, I liked that, but mixed with the blue... The Alpine last year looked so good. Looked great. It was probably the most beautiful car on the grid, but... and then the red sticker in the middle there. I mean, livery should not be the deciding factor here, but it plays a part. I don't know. Not feeling Alpine. McLaren I've always liked back in the day with Häkkinen and Ku. Ooh. It crashed. Okay, let's try that again. McLaren. Definitely, probably after Ferrari, my second favorite team, I would say. Great drivers, even though Ricciardo... it's a shame that he couldn't show at McLaren what he did at Red Bull. He was such a good driver. He was really top-notch. And Lando's great. Great little exciting driver. Not yet at his full potential, I'm sure. McLaren is definitely an option. Now, Ferrari, I mean, they need better management, right? So, there's an argument. And like the drivers, like them both. Charles, of course, and Carlos as well. Liked him when he was at Renault and at Toro Rosso. It might come down to Ferrari. I always think that this kind of looks like Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. That smile with the airbox. Side pods. Look at those side pods. I mean, they're a piece of art. Red Bull. The reigning champions, so a bit boring, maybe. Verstappen also not super excited about him. I mean, as a talent for sure, but personality-wise, Checo, like Checo, definitely liked him back when he was at Sauber. He was the tire whisperer Also look at these side pods. In comparison to these, it's just crazy. And of course, Mercedes side pods, the non-pods, or what were they called? Zero pods. Also a bit boring. They've won so much in the past decade. Lewis, of course, one of the best. George could become one of the best in the future. Definitely, I like those two, but I'm not too excited about Mercedes as well. So it's kind of between Ferrari, McLaren, and Aston Martin for me, I think. Aston would be a bigger narrative, so to speak, to bring them to the top, to win a championship with them. Aston, maybe fire Lance as soon as possible and then get Fernando in there and have Vettel and Fernando in the same team. That would be amazing. Would be pretty cool. McLaren. I mean, they start a bit higher than Aston. Probably better facilities. As of right now, I know Aston is investing a lot in facilities and staff. Could be the redemption story of Daniel Ricciardo, right? Kind of push him to be a better driver and win a championship. That would be cool. On the other hand, with Ferrari, I just want to see them win. You know? Just want to see some success come there and not bottle up every decision they make. So I'm undecided. There's still a couple of hours until the game releases, F1 Manager 2022. So I'll have a think about it. And I will probably land back at Ferrari. I have to add. So, yeah. Well, let's see. Maybe 2 saves? 3 saves? Let's see. Alright, see you then.